Hey everybody, I'm John Becker with Baldhead Realty, and this is Bryson Burt with
Union Home Mortgage.
And we're going to talk to you today a little bit about the state of affairs. Bryson, he's got a lot going on in his life. His wife's getting ready to have a baby here in a couple of weeks?
Couple weeks. We're down to like almost 8 weeks.
Yeah, first baby?
First baby, little girl.
Wow, it's amazing. So things are going to change for him, and they're going to be really good. And he's 25, and so he's got the tenacity and the flexibility to make the change. But we're all pretty excited for you, man.
Thank you. I'm ready for it to be here. We're patient.
That's good. Well, we thought we would just talk to you a little bit about what's going on in the market and how the rates are and what we can sort of expect. And I mean, nobody knows for sure about all these things, but we see enough of the signs that we can tell you that certain things are happening.
Definitely.
As far as from a real estate standpoint, I mean, we look at the numbers and compare them with the last year and the year before that, and right now we're about 60 days on the market before we see a sale. And when we were in the heyday a couple of years ago, it'd be on the market, and we'd put it on the market, and 2 hours later it'd be under contract. So things have changed, and so it is in the midst of changing from a seller's market to a buyer's market. Sellers don't realize that yet, but the longer their homes sit on the market, the sooner they'll start to come into that realization. And there's some reasons for inventory's been a little bit low. Interest rates and different financial pressures have caused people to rethink different things, and that's where Bryson comes in, because he sees that from a whole different point than I do. And I will tell you an incredible statistic. In all those years, the last 3 years, 50% of all the deals that we did were cash. So these were people that they paid cash for homes. They didn't get appraisals and stuff. And then when these properties closed and it became public knowledge what they sold for, then all people that were going out for loans and the lenders would send out appraisers. It was like oy vey, because they had to use all these high dollar sales. And it just caused everything to go high. So, and it's like anything. If it's too good to be true, it is. And so those things all got to come back in line. And so we always kind of have our finger on the pulse with Bryson to see what's going on with the rates. So
it's been a good start to the year, John. Really good start. I think that the market's been a little bit weird. It's a really good opportunity. If you could take away anything, is that the opportunity now is fantastic. It transitions more to a buyer's market. We're seeing good negotiations, healthy negotiations, seller concessions. So a lot of wins for our buyers and for our sellers at this moment in the market. Funny thing, rates have been a roller coaster, to be quite honest with you. Love Trump, hate Trump, however you feel about him, the man can move the markets. Yeah. And you never know what's coming out of his mouth next. And then we see the markets, hey, we're putting a tariff on, markets change. Oh, we're taking the tariff down. Oh, markets change. So I've never seen an environment like this where we're so volatile. But the general direction is the economy's healthy. Our real estate market is extremely healthy. Yeah. And your properties are going to appreciate here. So I can't say that for everywhere else in the country, but here I feel like you're making a very safe investment. Mm-hmm. So the difference in a $300,000 mortgage from 6% to 7%, it's like $170 a month. So waiting around for the rates to go from high sixes to low sixes or high fives, it's $165 a month. So buy the property now. If we see the 5% appreciation that we're estimated to see in our market every single year, you're costing yourself $15,000 to save $2,000.
Right.
So I think the opportunity's now while you have the ability to negotiate a good, healthy deal.
Yeah.
So
that makes a lot of sense, because I know most of us, we have a very monocle view of what an interest rate will do. In other words, we look at it through one eye. It's just like, but what he said is true. In the big picture, you get that thing now, and with the appreciation that's going on and stuff, it's going to be amazing. And I will tell you, in this town, we saw in the newspaper just a couple months ago, man, the housing here is rough. I mean, we got people that have jobs here, that work here, that can't live here because there's no place for them.
Yeah.
And so we're seeing contractors buying properties, building spec houses and stuff, and things are coming out of the ground. We're also seeing a lot of commercial
We are.
endeavors come out. People are wanting to move here and get things done. You know why they want to move here? Because it's awesome here. You're right smack dab in the middle of the majestic Smoky Mountains. Franklin's got in the town limits 3,900 people.
Yeah.
Everybody else lives in the county, roundabout in these townships and stuff. But still, even when everybody is here, there's only like in the whole county maybe 35 or 40,000 people.
if that.
So we love it here, and it's a great place to come to raise your family or to retire, whatever you want to do. The people are friendly, and Bryson's the guy you really need to talk to him. And if you have any thoughts about getting a home, the very first thing you have to do is talk to Bryson, because he's going to be able to go through some of your stuff in a relatively short amount of time, like maybe 35, 45 minutes, and tell you what you can do, because you don't want to go out there and look for homes and then find something that you absolutely love and then discover that you can't afford it, or that you went out there and looked for homes and you settled for something less, and all the time you could have afforded the dream that you saw down the road.
It's so much more. I think that the mortgage side, having a fantastic agent like John, it's so much more than just an interest rate and a payment. It's a financial design. How do we make this work best for your personal finances? And it's different for everyone. How do we make it fit within your comfortable monthly budget, help you save more money, give more money? I think we're all here for one reason, and that's to help people. And that's what drives me every single day. So the more we can make and save and give away, the happier all of us are going to be.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we just want to encourage you with that good news. We feel that the next 4 years is going to be phenomenal around here. And like I said, it's almost like you drive around in springtime, you see the buds on the trees and all these things are happening. Well, financially, we're seeing all that stuff in this county, in this town, and in this area right now. We're seeing the signs that, man, this is getting ready to break loose. And you want to be part of it. You want to get in the boat and you want to rise with the tide. And so I'd be happy to help you with any kind of real estate questions or needs that you might have. And of course, I'm going to recommend Bryson, because I've been working with him for quite a few years here, and I just don't have to worry about the job not getting done. He pays attention to detail. He should have been a surgeon. Well, he is a surgeon. He's a financial surgeon. So I'll have all Bryson's information in the description down below, so that you can call him or email him, text him, whatever you want to do, and I'll have my information. And then we look forward to seeing you soon here in Franklin. Thanks
Absolutely.
a lot, Bryson.
Thanks, John.
We'll see you when you got your family in 2 weeks.
We'll do an update when I'm getting no sleep.
Yeah. We'll see a different guy, 25 years old,
Yeah.
been sleep deprived.
We'll see. I'm learning.
It's awesome.
Thanks, John.
All right, we'll see you later.
See
Thank
ya.
you. Bye.